اعتدال نیز تن به اسارت و بندگی ظلم نمیدهند. بانو آرمین نمونه بارز از جوان آگاهی است که او در ایران متولد شده و از سن 4 سالگی در کانادا زندگی می‌کند. ایشون احساسات پاک خود رو برای وطن در قالب متن زیبا برای شما خواهم گفت.
Hello everyone, my name is Irene and I'm a 20-year-old university student, but first and foremost, I'm an Iranian woman. I came to Canada in 2007 and I was 4 years old. I have no memories of living in Iran. I don't remember the taste of our delicious food or original dough, no memories of Park and Melad or my family or their laughter. I have no memories of my grandfather's poems that he would read me to sleep. I have no memories at all. But once we are free, once Iran is free, I'll be making those memories again, and I promise I'll remember them. I am the same age or around the same age of many of the youth who are currently fighting in Iran. I am older than many of the children who were brutally poisoned in their schools. I'm around the same age of many of the protesters murdered, and around the same age of the youth who have been sexually and physically assaulted, imprisoned, beaten, and killed. The youth of Iran is being harmed, not just physically, psychologically, emotionally, but our people are dying fighting for basic human rights. Iranians are dying chanting women, life, freedom. Women, the Goldafaris, the warriors of Iran, the protectors of our land, and life as the ones that are being taken from Iranian people, the right to life that we also deserve. And finally, freedom. Iranian people are fighting for freedom. Freedom from this oppressive regime. Freedom is what Iranians want, and freedom is what Iranians need. Human rights are being violated in Iran, and as the Universal Declaration of Human Rights are being violated, when I did this for my schoolwork, 19 articles of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights are being currently violated as we speak. What the Iranian regime is doing is wrong. When the protesters started, I was my second year of university. I had a class called Persian Literature and Culture every Wednesday. Each of us learning of Iranian history, how we survived thousands of years, never lost our language, our culture, our history, the beauty of Iranian literature. Through stories of Hezar o Yek Shab, through writers of Hafiz, Rumi, Nima, Furugh Farrokhzad, I learned about the beauty of Iranian literature. I also learned about the strengths of Iranian people. Our history is rich and proud, dating back thousands of years. We are people who have contributed to the world in countless ways, through art, science, literature, and culture. Our ancestors built empires. Our poets have penned verses that continue to inspire a generation. Today we carry the legacy forward with the unwavering belief in the potential of our land and the resilience of our people. Every week in class, we also learn about what's happening in Iran. Every week, I felt more and more guilty. The weight of the guilt was settled heavily in my chest, a relentless companion in the still of the night. It was a dawning feeling that persistently whispered if I'm doing enough, if I'm doing anything enough to fight for the freedom of Iran. Each passing day seemed like a blur into the next, and I found myself in a caught of undertow of routine and shard in the comfort of my own existence. I see headlines and stories of resilient, unyielding spirits who bear the burden of oppression. They are the heroes, the unsung champions, in a cause far greater than any single soul. Their struggles are etched into the very fabrics of their life, an unyielding testament to human capacity and endurance. And here I am, thousands of miles away, in the safety of my own world. I wrestled with a guilt that I refuse to let go of. Guilt, while my formidable adversary, has been my catalyst for growth. It has reminded me that compliancy is not an option, that the fight for freedom requires unwavering commitment. It pushes me to seek out new ways to advocate and to educate and to amplify the voices that need to be heard. It fuels my determination to be a better ally, to learn from the front lines, and to stand shoulder to shoulder for the quest for a brighter future. Today, we are gathered today not just as individuals, but a united voice of hope, dreams, and aspirations for the people of Iran. We stand together in solidarity, driven by an unwavering commitment for justice, freedom, and a pursuit of a better future for our beloved nation. Iran was once free. Iran was free before the oppressive regime. During the reign of Reza Shah, women had freedom. Before the revolution of 1979, women have experienced access to education, and literacy among women were always increasing. Women were encouraged to educate themselves and have higher education through various fields, including medical, law, and engineering. Through urban areas, particularly in Tehran, men and women wore beautiful outfits with skirts and dresses. Women were encouraged to participate in politics and had the right to vote and run for office. Women's rights movement and organizations were actively advocating for gender equality and women's rights. They played a crucial role in raising awareness in women's rights issues and pushing for reform. But through the greed of the Western world and the tyrannical rule of the Islamic Republic, born from propaganda and desire for cheapness, the Western powers, America, Canada, and the United Kingdom, we have lost our freedom and lost our lives. Iran is no longer free and Iranians are dying. And the current regime has demonstrated a clear disregard for the rights and aspiration of its citizens. And its time for accountability is long overdue. We demand justice and freedom. Iranians deserve a leader who prioritizes their well-being and prosperity, and the regime does not provide that. Let us remember that the strength of our nation lies in the unity of our people, and it's in the hands that shape the destiny of our beloved Iran. We must rise above our differences, build bridges, and stand shoulder to shoulder to face our adversary. We must be united when we go against such cruel oppressor, and let us be clear, this is not a battle against our nation, but a battle for our nation. And together we proclaim the promise for a better Iran, where freedom, justice, and prosperity reign supreme. To my young brothers, sisters, and siblings, you are the heartbeat of this movement. Your passion and courage and unwavering belief for a brighter future has driven the force to bring about the change that we seek. Your voice will not only be heard today, but through history and inspiring generations to come up. First and foremost, we must always educate ourselves about Iran. We must seek sources, understand complexities, and appreciate the strength of those who continue to raise their voices. Secondly, let us raise our own voices. We must amplify the stories and struggles of the people of Iran. We must let the world know who are we fighting for and what we are fighting for. Social media, community gathering, and protest are powerful tools that we have at our disposal. And furthermore, we must engage our political leaders, urging them to stand for Iran. We must demand that they use their influence in global stage to advocate for human rights and support the initiative to promote freedom in Iran. But most importantly, we must never underestimate the power that we have. We come together and we unite our voices to support for a just cause and become an unstoppable force for change. We become an embodiment of hope, a beacon of light for those who have endured the darkness for far too long. Together we inspire a wave of compassion, ignite the flame of freedom, and remind Iranian people that they are not alone. Together we can be a force to help and reclaim our destiny. In closing, I want to remind you that our fight for justice is not for ourselves, but for the generations to come. It is the Iran that we envision, a free, prosperous, and just Iran. Together we can make that vision a reality. Let us stand together, unwavering in our resolve, and let the world hear a call for a change and the return of King Pahlavi.